Good morning, friends. This is Mr.P.J.Titus from Shalom Classes. Friends, today we are going to look chapter number 4 from the Diary of Annie Frank, that is for 10th class cbse, from the book of First Flight English Language and Literature. So, I would like to first of all tell you my lesson plan, what today I will teach you. So, let's look at, as I told you, this is for class 10th and chapter number 4 from the Diary of Annie Frank. Next thing is that we will discuss about introduction, then we will discuss about outline. As for the outline, we have 7 or 8 points. Number 1, condition of the country or condition of Jews or importance of the diary, background of her family, her nature in the school, incident with Mr. Kissing, one who was the mathematics teacher. Then she got to write assignments, essay, that is named of chatterbox and incorrigible chatterbox. These are the outlines of this whole chapter, and we will see the character and the places. First character is Annie, the author of this whole lesson, and Margot is the sister of Anne. Then mother Edith. Okay, then father Otto Frank, and Kitty, it is the name of the diary. So she has given the name of her diary, that name is called Kitty. Then after we will look little bit word meaning. There was no ink in this pen, so sorry, so that I couldn't write all word meanings. So I hope you might have book with you, and if you have book, so you can see that from your book. So the explanation of the lesson is more important. So that is why I will not leave this. So let's begin. So as for the introduction, the story of a young girl named Anne Frank. The story is based on her diary and is a Jewish girl who has to go into hiding during World War to avoid Nazis. She shared her experience in the story when she is depressed. The chapter is an excerpt from the diary of a young girl by Annie Frank. So this is the little introduction of this lesson. So now we will look about all these things. Let me tell you about condition. First point is condition of country. What was the condition of the country when Anne and her family was living in Germany? Especially, there was a particular group is called Nazi. It is a political group. The main leader of this group is Hitler, and whole Germany was being ruled by this particular party. Is called Nazi. That was the political condition of the country. So he was the very interesting preachingful man, and also he had lots of enthusiasm to do something extraordinary work in Germany, and because of that reason he has done so many things that we can see in history. Even it is not it was not good work. We cannot consider that whatever he did, that is a good work or excellent work. Somehow, according to his idea or according to his thought, whatever he wanted, he has done that. Then second point is that called condition of Jews. What is Jews? Jews is the name of a religion. Like myself, my name is Mr.P.J.Titus. So you know that according to my title, you can understand that I am a Christian man. And also some of you are maybe Hindu, some of you are maybe Muslim, some of you are maybe Sikh, or some of you may be both, or several religions are there in all over the world, and we have different faith, and we have different creeds, and we have different cultures, and we have different religions also. Like the same way, and she was belong to religion is called Jews. So a time of Nazi, when the Nazi was ruling over that Germany, so they were too much torturing to the Jewish people because they have different thinking and different idea, or that is can be said that mostly negative thinking for the Jews. So they were doing so big task, and also they were torturing to them, and they were punishing to them, and they were forcing to do several things that we will discuss later. So let's look the condition of Jews. Jews is the religion that was being hated by Nazi, and Nazi were not loving to Jewish people, and wherever they would find to the Jews, they will search them, and they will bring them, and they will put them to inside of the concentration camp. The concentration camp is a camp that is built and run from 1933 to 1945. That was especially made by Nazi in German country, and all the prisoners and those who supposed to get punishment, those who are doing against for the government, and those who have something criminal activities, are those who are going to be punished. All the people were sending to the concentration camp. If somebody would alive, so they would live there. So that is something that is called a concentration camp, but in other word we can say that is a death camp, because millions of Jews have been forced to enter there, and after entering, all the doors has been closed, and finally certain some gases were there, that is carbon dioxide, monoxide, such kind of gases, and that have been put on, and because of the gas, and many people have been died there. That was also one of the condition, and many of them they have died there due to hungriness. So probably we believe that Annie Frank also might be put there, and she also has been with her family died there. But we may see that her father was recovered, or he was recovered from that concentration camp, and he was alive too. And when after 2 years of writing all this story, so he found Anne's diary, and in 1945 or 1947 something, that was that has been published. So when Annie was 13 years old, and a diary has been given to her father by her father as for her birthday gift. When she got it, and from that day she started to write the diary. So that is why this all this activities, or all this incident that has been taken from the particular date group, from the particular date 20 June 1942 on Saturday, that was written on her diary, and a special events that has been taken and put that for the 10th class. But the whole experience, or whatever she said, all that things has been written in her diary. That is very big, and that is very popular also. So let's begin to think about importance of the diary. Importance of the diary. If I say the importance of diary, I want to read about her language, what she said about a diary. She says like this: paper has more patience than people. There is a great statement about the diary. Paper has more patience than man or human. Why she says like this? Because man can be changed at any time. If we say something to the man, if the man will change in future, maybe he will declare that, maybe he will say to another person. So man always will be not faithful to us. We may not consider or we may not believe each other for long time. So in between, maybe there will be changing of the first person or the second person. That is why she says here, paper has more patience than people. And another thing is that man, he has a very busy work. Due to that reason, he is not able to hear all your experiences or all my experiences, what I am feeling. And if I want to share to somebody, he would listen once or twice, but after that, he would not listen to me, or he would not listen to you also. But the paper has more patience. As much as we can write, it would accept our writing, and it would accept our feelings, it would accept our thoughts and thinking, everything what we want to write on it. He would know that the diary never will deny our thinking and thoughts. That is why she said like this, and she named her diary Kitty, because she accepted this diary as her own friend. She accepted that is just like her family member. She accepted that it is the more important friend than other person. Okay, she had several 30 other relatives or friends also, but she has given the more important to the diary. So because of that reason, she named this diary as Kitty. So that is the importance of the diary. If we think that our experience, our feeling, what we think, what we want to share to others in when we want to say, somebody cannot hear that, or somebody may not accept that, but if we wrote that after several years, that can be accepted by the people. Like the same way, Anne's diary, still it is being studied, and it is being accepted also. Okay, next, background, her family. Background, her family. So, you know that there is a family chart, and she herself author, and Margot, her sister, mother Edith, and father Otto Frank, and also Kitty. Then grandmother also is here, but due to less of ink, I couldn't write here. You may see that grandmother is also here. So it was the time. I will read for you what she tells about her family. So Anne wrote that her father was the most adorable person. At the age of 36, he got married to Anne's mother, Edith. Or in 1926, her sister Margot, she was born she was born there in 1926. Then she means Anne was born in 12 June 1929. They lived in Germany. So this is the place where I write here. So I supposed to write here Germany and Holland and also some other places. So she lived in Germany in 1933. Her father immigrated to Holland. She, along with Margot, went to Aachen to stay with their grandmother. Okay, they stayed with their grandmother. By December, both the sisters went to Holland. So they have stayed in Holland also. They started studying. Okay, that is the family background. When her father was 36 age, and when her mother was 26 age, both of them got married, and she had a grandmother also. Okay, she both the sisters, they were staying with their grandmother, and in 1941 their grandmother becomes sick, and operation has been taken place. Then after, and 1942 she was died, and her death was very sadful and painful for them. Okay, her death very sadful and painful for them. That was the family background. Her nature in the school. What about her school life? Let us look about that. When they entered to Holland, on when they began to stay in Holland, there she started studying at the Montessori Nursery School. Okay, the school name is Montessori Nursery School. When she was in a sixth class, Mr. Copperos was her headmistress. At the end of the year, there was farewell function. That was very crying moment, and that was very tearful moment also. When the headmistress was been going to leave the school, and there was arranged a particular farewell program, farewell meeting. That was very sadful, and that was very cryingful things there. So they were very depressed, and they were very sad for their headmistress. Then after, we will show another character that about her school. So while they were studying in sixth class, means she and her friends, all the class were discussing, and they would go to next form or not. Next form means they would go to next class or not. They were discussing that. Some are saying definitely it will be, and some of them are not confident about that. They had a frightened heart, and they were too much afraid and fearful and a terrible situation that they may be pass or they may be fail. But what about Anne? Anne was thinking, and Anne was saying that I am not confirmed about that, because my maths is little bit too weak, and she was not, confidently she cannot say that she would go to next form, means next class. So because she had a problem of maths, but all the students were telling something. All had been telling one another not to lose heart. All were encouraging each other, and all were enduring each other. Okay, so they were holding each other not to be discouraged. That was the major point of the classroom. When the classroom gets unity, when the whole class they would encourage each other, there will be a great benefit that we can learn over here. And now we come to incident with Mr. Kissing. Mr. Kissing was a mathematics teacher. Okay, Mr. Kissing was a mathematics teacher, or as for the mathematics subject, it is very hard for Anne. It is very hard for Anne. So, because of that reason only, she said she was not confirmed about her mathematics subject. Okay, so either she would pass or fail. So she was very talkative girl. In class, some boys are there, some girls are there. They talk too much. They talk and talk. They would never stop their talking. So that is why some of my students are there in my class also. As I am the the teacher, I also scold them sometimes for talking too much. Especially girls are mostly talking. If girls are watching my video, don't grumble me. Okay, so it's a common nature. Some boys are also there, but mostly 9th class, 6th class, 7th class, 8th class students, or especially senior secondary class students also Whenever they are in the classroom, they are talking too much. That is the nature of the children. Like the same way, she had also the same nature, but she had a little bit, increased nature. That she had little bit, more talking girl. So that is why she was punished by her maths teacher. Her maths teacher told him to write an essay that is topic of chatterbox. Topic of chatterbox. So that is the essay that was given to her by her maths teacher. So now she started to writing something. As for the student, I will be trying to my level best to talk little or not to be like a talkative girl. But that is inherited from my family. My mother is also a talkative lady. So that is why the talkative nature that is inside of my blood. So I cannot cure that not fully, but something I can control. When Mr. Kissing read this essay, she laughed hearty. She laughed too much there. So that was something joking and that was something amusing inside of the class. Now we may see that another essay also has been given there, and the final essay is incorrigible chatterbox. Incorrigible chatterbox. Listen that this is not homework for math subject. This is for punishment homework. She was a talkative girl. She was most of the time she was talking with her friends. That is why the teacher has been given to punishment to write this both essay. So first essay we have discussed, and the second essay that is called incorrigible chatterbox. Okay, incorrigible chatterbox. So in this essay, she thought that how she would write. So she had taken help from Sen, one of her friend, and she thought that she would design it just like a poem. Okay, she would design that just like a poem. She would write this essay just like a poem. Then she began to think what she would write. So finally, she thought that she would write something that should be regarding of her teacher. That is why she wrote there like this. There was a mother duck and a father swan with three ducklings. The ducklings were beaten to death by the father since they quacked too much. Okay, try to understand what I am saying. Father duck and a mother swan. Mother duck and a father swan. So mother is a duck. Okay, mother is a duck, or father also swan. So she compared swan to as the teacher, and she compared that the duckling as they are themselves, or the students those who are studying in the class. So now this essay directly affected to the teacher. Okay, directly affected to the teacher, and when it was Anne's good luck that the teacher took it the right way. He read the poem, gave his own comments. After that, Anne was allowed to talk, and no extra work was given. Since then, Mr. Kissing too started making jokes. He was a very serious person. He was very serious person, and he was very strict person. But after when he heard that the thinking of his children, then finally he also started to become normal person, and he started to become just like a little bit joker. So students, if you have book, you can see all the word meaning. I am very sorry because today this pen is not working. the ink of the pen was been finished, so that I couldn't write all the word meaning, and rest of our I could write. I am very sorry for that, because I am living in a say, little bit remote area. If I had to go to take this pen today, I supposed to now take the class. That is why I couldn't go. Evening time, definitely I would go. So anyway, I hope you have understood my explanation. So if you want to see Hindi video, the Hindi video also is there. But as for English medium students, I want, it is my wish, or it is my will, you should watch English video, and you should make yourself higher to learn English. Either if you are studying in Hindi medium, then also as you are studying English, so that it is good to hear or lecture in English. I hope you have understood. If yet you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel, as well as put the bell icon, and if it is possible, you can make a comment to me. If I am doing something, what I should do in future, you can write on your comment box. Thank you. May God bless you. Have a good day.